Good morning, students. Today I'm going to teach class 3, subject English, topic Doctor Dolittle learns animal language.
So students, before starting the lesson, I would like to ask few questions. As you all can see, there are some pictures on the slide. I want you all to describe these pictures. So students, what does the first picture tell you about? In first picture, there are all English words. Also, it is written as English language. What does the second picture tell us? Very good. It is written in Marathi. What about the third picture? Very good. Hindi. What about the fourth picture? It's Urdu language. And what about the fifth picture? Very good. It's Sanskrit language. So students, as we know all these languages, we communicate with each other in these languages. So students, we can understand while speaking with each other. With the help of these languages, we can understand each other's feelings and emotions. So students, what do you see in this picture? Very good. They all are animals. So students, can animals talk with each other like humans? Okay, so some of them says yes and some of them say no. So today we are going to learn this inner chapter and we are going to see whether the animals can talk or no.
So students, my next question is, doctor of animals are called as? Very good. The answer is veterinary. Today we are going to learn Dr. Dolittle learns animal language. The interaction between doctor and parrot about learning animals' language. Dr. Dolittle is the character like other characters of cartoon.
Students, first I will be reading the content and based on that I will be asking few questions and after that I will be explaining to you. Now listen, doctor, said Polynesia, and I'll tell you something. Did you know that animals can talk? I knew that parrots can talk, said the doctor. Oh, the parrots can talk in two languages, people's language and bird language, said Polynesia proudly. If I say Polly wants a biscuit, you understand me. But hear this. Kaka, oi, Fifi. Good gracious, cried the doctor. What does that mean? That means, is the porridge hot yet? In bird language. My, you don't say so, said the doctor. You never talked that way to me before. What would have been the good? Said Polynesia, dusting some biscuit crumbs off a left wing. You wouldn't have understood me if I had. Tell me some more, said the doctor, all excited. And he rushed over to the dresser drawer and came back with a notebook and a pencil. Now don't go too fast, and I'll write it down. This is interesting, very interesting, something quite new. Give me the bird's ABC first. Slowly now. So that was the way the doctor came to know that animals had a language of their own and could talk to one another. And all that afternoon, while it was raining, Polynesia sat on the kitchen table, giving him birds' words to put down in the notebook. At the time when Dog Jeep came in, the parrot said to the doctor, "See, he's talking to you." "Looks to me as though he was scratching his ear," said the doctor. "But animals don't always speak with their mouths," said the parrot in a high voice, raising her eyebrows. "They talk with their ears, with their feet, with their tails, with everything. Sometimes they don't want to make noise. Do you see now the way he's twitching up one side of his nose?" "What does that mean?" asked the doctor. "That means, can't you see that it has stopped raining?" Polynesia answered. "He's asking you a question. Dogs nearly always use their noses for asking questions." After a while, with the parrot's help, the doctor got to learn the language of the animals so well that he could talk to them himself and understand everything they said. Then he gave up being a people's doctor altogether. From The Story of Doctor Dolittle by Hugh Lofting.
How many languages does the parrot talk in? Very good. The answer is the parrot talks in two languages. My second question is, what is the name of the dog? Very good. The answer is the name of the dog is Zip. So students, in this lesson there are three main characters. A parrot named as Polynesia, a dog named as Zip, and a doctor whose name is Dr. Dolittle. Now listen, doctor, said Polynesia, and I'll tell you something. Did you know that animals can talk? I knew that parrots can talk, said the doctor. Now, this parrot's name is Polynesia, and this is Dr. Dolittle. So now this Polynesia is telling doctor, now listen doctor, I'm going to tell you something interesting. Did you know that animals also can talk? The doctor replied to Polynesia that I knew that parrots can talk. Now students, as we all know, the parrots who are pet in the houses, especially the green parrots, can talk in human languages. The words or sentences like hi, hello, hooray, how are you, what's up, and many more. They know it because they are trained or they are pet of someone. Oh, we parrots can talk in two languages, people's language and bird language, said Polynesia proudly. If I say Polly wants a biscuit, you understand me. But hear this. Kaka, oi, Fifi. Now, this parrot, Polynesia, is telling doctor that we parrots can talk in two languages. That is people's language and birds language. Now what is people's language, children? People's language which we are talking right now. We are speaking. Okay. So this is known as people's language. And birds' language is kaka, oi, fifi. Now the bird Polynesia or the parrot said Polly wants a biscuit. So doctor can understand or we or everyone can understand what the parrot wants. But hear this kaka, oi, fifi. What does this mean? We'll see. Before, parrot used to talk with doctor in human language. So students, doctor started imagining what did the parrot say. Also, he was confused when he heard this language for the first time in his life. Good gracious, cried the doctor. What does that mean? That means, is the porridge hot yet? In bird language. My, you don't say so, said the doctor. You never talked that way me before. Now, students, the doctor is surprised. He did not understand anything what the parrot Polynesia wants to say. So the doctor asked, what does that mean? Polynesia answered, that means, is the porridge hot yet? In bird language. So students, what was the bird language? Kaka, oi, fifi. That is the porridge hot yet? So the doctor replied, my, you don't say so. You never talked that way to me before. The difficult words are gracious. Gracious means kind, polite, or generous. The second word is porridge. Porridge means a dish consisting of oatmeal or another meal or cereal boiled in water or milk. What would have been the good? Said Polynesia, dusting some biscuit crumbs off her left wing. You wouldn't have understood me if I had. Polynesia said, what would have been the good? In the second picture, you all can see the small particles of biscuit. These small particles of biscuit were there on the left wing of Polynesia, and Polynesia was trying to dust it off. Further, Polynesia said to the doctor that you wouldn't have understood me if I will speak or I will talk in bird's language. How will you come to know that what do I want? The difficult words are dusting. Dusting means removing dirt. Crumbs, a very small particle of something. Tell me some more, said the doctor, all excited, and he rushed over to the dresser drawer and came back with a notebook and a pencil. Now don't go too fast and I'll write it down. This is interesting, very interesting, something quite new. Give me the bird's ABC first. Slowly now. So students, Dr. Dolittle is very excited to learn birds' language. Doctor said to Polynesia, tell me some more about your bird language, and rushed to the dresser drawer and took a book and a pencil to note it down. Further, Doctor said to Polynesia, don't go too fast. Tell me slowly so that I can write it. Doctor is very interested in birds' language because it is something new for him. Doctor is telling Polynesia to give birds ABC. Through birds ABC, Doctor came to know that birds can also talk
like human beings.
Difficult words are dresser. Dresser means a cupboard with drawers or shelves. The second word is bird's ABC, which means the alphabet of bird's language, simple, basic information about bird's language. So that was the way the doctor came to know that animals had a language of their own and could talk to one another. And all that afternoon, while it was raining, Polynesia sat on the kitchen table giving him words to put down in the notebook. Now, because of Polynesia, Doctor came to know that birds also have a language to coordinate with each other. And in that afternoon, it was raining outside. Polynesia sat on the kitchen table and gave the birds ABC to Dr. Dolittle, and Dr. Dolittle wrote that ABC in his notebook. At tea time, when the dog Jeep came in, the parrot said to the doctor, "See, he's talking to you." When the dog Jeep came in the kitchen, the parrot Polynesia said to the doctor, "See, the dog is talking to you."
Looks to me as though he was scratching his ear, said the doctor. But animals don't always speak with their mouths, said the parrot in a high voice, raising her eyebrows. They talk with their ears, with their feet, with their tails, with everything. Sometimes they don't want to make noise. Do you see now the way he is twitching up one side of his nose? Students, doctor said that the dog Jeep is looking at him as if he is scratching his ear. You can see in the first picture the dog is scratching his ear. The parrot Polynesia said that animals always don't speak with their mouth. They talk with their ears, with their feet, with their tail, with everything. As you can see in the second picture, the tail of the dog. Okay, so sometimes they don't want to talk or don't want to make noise. Further, Polynesia said, "Do you see now the way he is twitching up one side of his nose?" Now, students, animals don't always speak. Likewise, humans don't always speak. We express our views through our expressions and gesture. Students, you must have seen the dog playing with a ball when he is happy, right? So, students, when you are happy, what do you do? Very good. You'll clap, you dance, you laugh, you smile. And students, when you're sad, what do you do? Very good. You do exactly opposite of that. You scream, you cry, you don't talk to anyone. In the same way, animals also express through their expressions and gesture, with their feet, with their ears, with their tails. Students, animals also have emotions and feelings as we humans have.
The difficult words are twitching. Twitching means quick movement of some part of the body. The second one is Scratching. Scratching means rub with one's fingernails to relieve itching.
What does that mean? Asked the doctor. That means, can't you see that it has stopped raining? Polynesia answered. He's asking you a question. Dogs nearly always use their noses for asking questions. Now, students, the doctor is asking, what does that mean? Polynesia answered, that means, can't you see that it has stopped raining outside? Dog Jeep is asking you a question. Students, in the third picture, you can see the nose of the dog. So Polynesia is telling dogs nearly always ask the questions with their noses.
After a while, with the parrot's help, the doctor got to learn the language of animals so well that he could talk to them himself and understand everything they said. Then he gave up being a people's doctor altogether. Now, with the parrot's help, with the help of Polynesia, Dr. Dolittle got to learn the language of animals so well that he could understand everything now. And then he gave up being a people's doctor altogether. So, students, I hope you all have understood the lesson. It's exercise time now, students. Now let's check. Have you learned something from this lesson? So, my first question is Polynesia is the name of. Your options are dog, parrot, and doctor. Very good. The answer is parrot.
My second question is, which are the languages the parrot can talk? Very good. The answer is, parrot can talk in two languages. That is, people's language and birds' language.
Match the following. So, now here there are two columns, column A and column B. So, from column A, doctor. So, what will be the answer, students? Very good. Doctor is named as Dolittle. The second one is parrot. What is the answer? Very good. The answer is Polynesia. And the third one is dog. Very good. The answer is zip. So student, now it is homework time. I want you all to do this homework.
If you could learn the language of one animal, which animal would you choose? Why would you choose that animal? What would you talk about?
Thank you students. Have a nice day.